surf and turf. Some sandwiches. This give it crispy fish.
Welcome to New York Payoff Pitch Baseball. My name is Utah Mike, and I am your sports time machine here as we'll bring you 1979 baseball back to the channel. Game number 4, Memorial Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland, as it's the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Let's go ahead and switch. We'll go ahead and switch some camera views, and hopefully we'll look a little bit better, and hopefully we can have everything showing like I want. And let's see, want dice shown at least. All right, we'll see how that does. We'll go ahead and maybe move stuff a little bit further out. All right, let's do this from Baltimore. Here is your starting lineups for today's game. It is going to be Mickey Rivers leading off. He's in center. Then it'll be Willie Randolph at second. Thurman Munson behind the plate. Lou Piniella will be playing right field today. Cliff Johnson's your DH. Chris Chambliss at first. Greg Nettles at third. Roy White left. And Bucky Dent is at short. On the mound for the New York Yankees is Ron Guidry. For the Baltimore Orioles, it will be Al Bunbury in center. Mark Belanger at short. Ken Singleton is your right fielder. Doug DeCinces at third. Lee May DH. Eddie Murray at first. Kiko Garcia gets the start in left. Rick Dempsey behind the plate. And Rich Dower at second. And we're here at Memorial Stadium. It is a more than a 50% batter's ballpark. Left-handed batters 1-62 on the wheelhouse. Righties 1-54. So could have some good offensive power tonight. We'll go ahead and start it off. Again, I'll have the batters up toward me, and the pitchers will be up toward the people watching at home. So we'll go ahead and do that. Memorial Stadium. We're ready to throw the dice as Mickey Rivers will lead off for the Bombers. Here we go. First pitch of the ball game is underway. And there we go. First pitch is in the books. It's a 4 from Scott McGregor. It's in play. And let's see what Mickey Rivers can make of it. So Mickey Rivers is a 26. Rivers 26 versus the lefty. He's a single. So Mickey Rivers is on with a base hit. So Mickey is on. Now let's use our new system for the holds. So he is a 7. And let's see what I need for this. Do I have everything here? I do. So let's see what the advanced chart says. The hold. So it's the hold rating is a 7. Oh yes, his jump is. Let's see where the jump is here. See, DP, infield, normal, steal, 4D, run, sacrifice. Where is the jump on the card? Okay, catcher, arm, DP, infield, normal, steal. I guess the steal is the D, I think. Or no, the steal, I guess, would be the jump, would be the first rating. I guess that would be. So he's a 4 versus a 7. So a 4 versus a 7, if he wants to get the lead, it's going to be a 50% to a 49. We'll hold there. So McGregor is not going to, Yankees are not going to run themselves into and out early. And here is Willie Randolph. So Randolph up, runner on first, and nobody out. Here we go, and we continue. It's going to be another 4. So another in play on McGregor. but it's going to be a 67, and that's a ground ball to second. We could have two. McGregor's double play result is a 7. Randolph actually is a 9. That's a 4. That is 4-6-3. So quickly, the Yankees bang into a 4-6-3 double play, and that is all for the Yanks. And here's Thurman Munson, struggling so far with the bat. You can tell some of these hitters have not been coming out of spring training not as well as they should. McGregor on the mound, the lefty. Here's the pitch. It's going to be an 8. That's going to be a tough. The tough is going to result. Ooh, a tough as a result as a 31. That is going to be a base hit for Munson. So he gets the base hit. So Thurm is on second base hit for the Yanks. And now here is Lou Piniella. Gets to start today in right field. And we're going to maneuver some stuff around here. I want to be able to use the fact cards when I can. So I'll go ahead and move McGregor over like that so I can see McGregor in front of me. So now it's going to be Piniella. Here we go. The swing is a 9. That's going to be in play. They're hitting in plays on him, but a 95 will be a fly ball to left field. That will be the left fielder. That's Kiko Garcia makes the play, and that's all for the Yanks. No runs, 2 hits. They strand 1. We go to the bottom of the first. It's no score here at Memorial Stadium. So Al Bunbury will lead off for the Birds. He'll lead off against Ron Guidry. And do I have my Yankee stats here? I believe I do. Yes. So Guidry in his last start. Let's see what the final score that one. The Brewers scored 3 late. So Guidry probably pitched into the 8th inning before he gave up the runs, the fatigue. So I'll have to do more stats on that and tell you how he did. But he got into the 8th. The Brewers shut out the Yankees in the opener. So Guidry got no run support in the first one. It's going to be an 11. So an 11 on Guidry is tough. Tough on a 6. Sit down, Al Bunbury. That's a strikeout. Slider for Louisiana Lightning. 1 away. So Bunbury sits. That's 1 away. As you can hear the Red Barber, and that what is his name? The Oriole announcer. Got some famous guys in the Orioles. Here now is Mark Belanger. You can definitely say he's no hit. He's definitely all field no hit coming the end of his career. Belanger swings. That's a 4 on Guidry, and that's in the ballpark just as I said that. 0-3 is going to be in the wheelhouse for Mark Belanger. No power for Belanger, thankfully. 25's a base hit, but he will not get it. That is a 63. That is going to be a ground ball to second. Good play by Randolph, makes the play, and there's 2 outs. So Guidry gets away with that one. So now here is batting third, Ken Singleton. He's switch hitting, batting from the right-hand side versus lefty. He's a much better hitter, batting from the left-hand side. Here's the pitch. It's going to be an 8 on Guidry. That's going to be tough. Tough on 0-2. Sit down. Ken Singleton struck him out. 2 strikeouts for Gator. We played 1, no score. Yankees come in with a record of 1-2, losing 2 out of 3 to the Brewers. While the Baltimore Orioles, I decided when I do this, I'm going to use Strat PC as my companion to give me the results, kind of like how people use Digital Diamond. So let's see if I can figure this out here. League standings, the Orioles come in undefeated. They are 3-0, getting the sweep in their first series of the year. So good start for Earl Weaver's Orioles. So now we go to the top of the second inning. The Yankees will now send up Johnson, Chambliss, and Nettles to bat in the second. Reggie's only played 1 out of 4 games so far in this early season. So Cliffy will bat. Heathcliff Johnson, the batter. So Heathcliff, right-handed batter. It's a 10 on McGregor. That's going to be Patient. Patient is going to be a walk. So Scott McGregor definitely gets some help there. Walk the Heathcliff Johnson. So Cliff is on third Yankee base runner. So the Yankees are finding ways to get base runners. But let's see if they can do something with them. Here's the first baseman, Chris Chambliss. He's had a little bit of a hot bat. He's had a home run in the Brewers series. Bats lefty against McGregor. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a 9 on McGregor in play. They're hitting the in plays on him, but a 67 for Chambliss is going to be a ground ball to short. Can we say double play? Double play 6. Double play, double play 7. It's a 9. They can only get the fielder's choice. So good slide by Heathcliff Johnson comes rumbling down the line, and Chris Chambliss is on the fielder's choice. Runner on first and one man out. So now batting will be Greg Nettles. So Nettles will swing. Nettles so far on the campaign. Let's see how he can do. That's going to be a 5 on McGregor. Ballpark for Scott McGregor. 44 versus a lefty. That is power. So that'll be wheelhouse effect for Nettles. 1 to 25 says it's out of here, but it is an '07. It's gone. Greg Nettles, a 2-run homer, and the Yankees take a 2-0 lead. So Nettles hits one deep, far, and gone. Holy cow, says the scooter. So a 2-run bomb for Nettles. Yankees take a 2-0 lead. They needed that at Memorial Stadium as they come on their first road trip of the year, and they got a big one. So Nettles homers, a 5 on the ballpark, and a bad ballpark is going to result in a lot of trouble for Scotty. And here is Roy White, switch hitting, batting from the right-hand side. It's going to be a 3. It's going to be a defensive check. Defensive check will be arranged on Kiko Garcia. We knew that would come back and bite you. So Kiko Garcia, a range check is an F. So let's see. He is a 1 to 58. That will be a base hit. So let's see if we can get a base hit on Kiko Garcia. And no, Kiko Garcia, sliding catch and makes the catch. How about that, as Mel Allen would say? 2 outs. So a horrible rating, and Kiko Garcia runs it down. So now here's Bucky Dent. Dent the batter with 2 outs. Yankees lead 2-0. Top of the second. Pitch to Dent. It's an 8. That's going to be tough. Tough on a 59 is going to be out of play. That is going to be a fly ball to right field. Ken Singleton is there. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. Yankees get 2 in the second. They lead 2-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Ron Guidry back on the mound for the Yanks. The Sensei May Murray, the bat for the Birds here in the bottom of second, here at Memorial Stadium. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 4 for Gator. That's in the ballpark. Yikes. 39 for DeCinces, who's always been a Guidry killer, and that is in the wheelhouse. So DeCinces can homer 1 to 20. He has a 20% chance to put the Birds on the board. No, it's a 72. And now be a fly ball center field deep. Back goes Rivers at the track and makes the catch. So DeCinces hit it hard, but didn't hit it far enough. So now here's Lee May. He's always kind of hit lefties better. Well, he has a home run chance, a little better against righties, but he hit, let's see, 19 home runs on the year, hit 6 versus lefties. So percentages aren't as good as you might think. 9 for him is patient. Patient on a 50, just misses getting a base hit. And that will be a ground ball to third. Nettles got it, picks it up, easy throw, and there's an out, 2 outs. So 2 quick outs, 5 in a row retired by Ron Guidry. One of my few Stratomatic no hitters done on the channel was Ron Guidry against the Orioles. Here's Murray, switch hitter, batting from the right hand side. It's going to be a 6 for Gator. That's going to be tough. That's probably going to be trouble. Trouble 49, and that's going to be out of play. Ground ball to third. Nettles got it, throws him out, and Guidry's retired 6 in a row. We played 2. Yankees 2, Orioles nothing. So top of the third, the Yankees will bring the top of the lineup back in. Mickey Rivers, followed by Willie Randolph and Thurman Munson. For those who've been following the channel, following the games, I today have started, and I'll show you what I've done, and using Strat PC. So as you see, I'm not as good as David Demos would do, but I've decided to start putting the available players over here. So we'll now have who actually was available for this game, so I know who's available. I could tell you back in 1979, The bullpens are very quiet. You get a seat to yourself. Each team has about four guys back there, so not a lot of depth. We now go to the top of the third. Rivers will bat against McGregor. That's a six, and that is tough. Tough on a 93, and Mick will fly ball to right field. Singleton will come in on it and make the catch, and there's one out here in the third. So Mickey is retired. Now here's the catcher. No, sorry, second baseman Willie Randolph. I got to get a new print of Willie. He's kind of cut off a little bit. Four is going to be in play on McGregor. 53 is not going to be a base hit for Willie. That's a ground ball to third. The Sensei of the good hop throws him out, and there's two outs. And now here's the catcher, Thurman Munson. Singled and was left stranded like a passenger on the USS Minnow. So with two outs in the third, Munson hits. Here's Thurm. That's a 9. And that's an in play for Thurman, but an 80 is going to be a fly ball to center. Bunbury will sit for it, make the catch, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Yanks. Memorial Stadium, 1979. Yankee replay, game number 4. So here is Dempsey. Dempsey will swing. Dempsey, sorry, not Dempsey, be Garcia, Dempsey, Dower. So let's make sure that is set up correctly. So Dempsey must not have hit. No. Here is Kiko Garcia. He will bat again. He's playing left field today. He'll hit against Guidry. Guidry to wind up and the pitch. That's in play on a 10. 10 on a 28. Single for Kiko Garcia. And the 6 in a row will end for Baltimore. So first base of the ball game goes to Kiko Garcia. So now hitting for the Orioles will be Rick Dempsey. Now the Orioles normally not a bunting team, so they probably won't be doing that. So let's go ahead and swing away. It's a 2 on Guidry. That's what I thought. Wheelhouse 61 versus a lefty is way out of play. That will be a fly ball deep to right field. Dempsey took Piniella to the track, makes the catch, one away. So Guidry hung a slider high, but Dempsey could not make anything of it. So one away. Here's Dower. Dower will swing. Second baseman makes a lot of contact. 5 on Guidry. That's patient. Patient on a 44 is a single. Ooh, a single for Dower. Dower versus a lefty, 44. And wait a minute, patient. It was patient. Yes, it is. 44 is a hit. So now let's look at the card and see what the runners do. It'll be a long single in the gap of center field. Runners will advance one base. So let's see. So that would mean Go Garcia will go to second. First and second, one out for the Birds. And here is Al Bunbury. So the Orioles now making noise. 2 on, 1 out. Guidry trying to get out of the jam. Guidry working from the stretch and the pitch. It's going to be a 7 for Gator. That's going to be tough. Tough is the call. A 91 is a ground ball to second. Let's see if they can turn 2. Double play is a 10. Gator, gotta love that. Double play is a 5. And it is a 7. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's look at the ground ball results. Aha, here we go. So when a 2d6 equals or less is equal or less than the lower DP rating, defense has turned. Okay, so when the 2d6 total is equal to or less than the lower DP rating, defense has turned double play. Otherwise noted below. So the runner on first is forced out, runner on second is there. All runners advance one base. So let's make sure I've been doing that correctly. I may not have been. So it is a 7. Bunbury speed is a 5, and it will be a fielder's choice. So I have not been playing that well, and that will score a run for the Orioles. Garcia will score from third. Fielder's choice will get Dower out at second, and Al Bunbury with an RBI, and it's now a 2-1 ball game with 2 outs. So here's Belanger. Again, if someone out there watching knows payoff pitch, make sure I've done that correctly, but I believe that's how I read that. You know what? I probably have not been doing it right up to this point. So that's why I thought the lower rating kind of benefits the runner. So that's where it was. 5 is going to be patient again. 33 patient, and Mark Belanger walks. Ooh, got a break. He almost got a hit on him. So a walk to Belanger. Now Guidry struggling. First and second, 2 outs. Yankees lead by a run, but now here is the meat of this Oriole lineup, and that is Mr. Ken Singleton. Singleton in the ball game has struck out. He comes up again, batting from the right hand side, not the strong point. Here's the swing. It's a 5. It's patient. Patient on a 48, and Singleton likes to walk, so that is a walk. So Guidry wants to know where that one is. Munson comes out and stops that discussion as Gator was trying to get into a altercation with the home plate umpire. Bases loaded, 2 outs for a very dangerous Yankee killer, Doug DeCinces. So DeCinces comes up, missed the home run his last time up, so he gets a chance to redeem himself. Guidry's got to be careful in this situation. It's 2-1 Yanks. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the third. Guidry from the stretch. It's a 6. It's going to be a tough on a 38 is a strikeout. Strikeout the 41. So DeCinces swung on and missed on the slider. Orioles leave the bases loaded. They get one. They strand 3. We go to the fourth. It's 2-1 Yanks. So Ron Guidry works his way out. It comes out, and Munson and Guidry now sitting side by side discussing their situation. So now Lou Piniella is the batter. Piniella fly to left his first time up. Scotty McGregor on the mound, 13-6 in that 79 season. The swing will be a 3 on Scotty. And that's going to be a defensive check. We're on the defensive check. It's going to be an error on Dower, which is pretty good. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, really, they gave Dower an F in range. Ouchie. That sucks. But he's a 3. So an error on a 3 is 1 to 35 is the error. So Dower picks it up, throws it, and no, doesn't get him. It skips away from Murray, and that's an E4. So a second baseman error will be a one base error, and they will stay at first. So Piniella gets on with an error on Dower. That's something that doesn't happen probably a lot. That's where I like the um, defensive checks usually. I think they play a little bit stronger. Here's Cliff Johnson. Heathcliff walked and got out on a fielder's choice, so he's 0 for 1. He's actually has not had an official at bat. McGregor from the stretch. It's a 7. That's going to be in play. They're getting the in plays. 40. Oh, is that in play? Really? Oh, in play 44 will not be good. That is a ground ball to first. Oh, Cliff Johnson does not run. That's going to be a 6. McGregor's a 7. That's a 7. So that will be again a fielder's choice. Good hard slide by Piniella. So fielder's choice again. Again, if I'm not make sure I'm doing this correctly. Cliff Johnson, DP6. Double play 7. It's a 7. Not lower than the 6. So it's a fielder's choice. So Johnson at first. Good hard slide by Piniella. Agitates Belanger. Again, a little bit of problems there. So now here's big Heathcliff Johnson. So not Heathcliff, Chris Chambliss got a little bit involved there. 7 on McGregor is in play. They're finding his in plays all over the place. A 17 is a base hit for Cliff Johnson. So a sharp liner drops in front of the left field. The runner plate is going to advance one base. So Johnson will stop at second, station the station as Chris Chambliss takes first. So now he's 1 for 2. And now the Yankees will bring up the bat, Greg Nettles. Homered his last time up. He steps in against McGregor. We have some offense so far here tonight. First and second one out. Nettles needs to make sure he gets a good piece of it here. Here's the pitch. Another 7. That's in play, but it's a 60. Oh, boy. Fly ball to left field. That will be Kiko Garcia. Kind of like saying that name. He'll come in, make the catch, and there's 2 away. Let's see. It's a 7. Make sure it's in play. So, no, there's no advancement. So 2 outs, kind of learning the advancement rule a little better. So here is Roy White. So with 2 outs, 2 on, White needs to swing good here, but he's a 208 hitter versus left-handers. McGregor should have the advantage. It's an 8. It's tough. That's probably not going to go well. 26 against a tough. Oh, a 26 versus a left. How about this?
So an 8 tough, 26 up to 25 is a strikeout. 26 is a double for Roy White. He sends it down the line. So a ground down the left field line. Kiko Garcia comes up with it. He'll throw it in, and Chambliss will take third. Yankees lead 3-1. So Cliff Johnson scores all the way. It is an RBI double for Roy White. So White scores, and the Yankees lead 3-1. So here's Bucky Dent. So the Yankees getting a little bit of a break there, hit it off the end of the bat down the line, dropped in. Garcia could not get it. Two runners, a runner advances home. Johnson, runners at second and third. Here is Bucky Dent. It's a 6. That is going to be tough. Tough on a 17. Oh, that's going to be good. So the Yankees fighting off pitches here. 6 is tough. 17 on a tough. It's a single for Bucky Dent. So Dent with a base hit. Hard grounder in the left field. Runner on first advances one base. Runner on second advances one base. The Yankees will continue to go station to station. Chambliss scores, sending White the third, and the Yankees score another run. So Yankees now lead it 4-1. So a good showing by this Yankee team tonight. And now here is Mickey Rivers. So Rivers ahead. McGregor kind of getting in played a lot and getting bats sawed off, but they're getting the ball in. Almost lost it. That would not have been good. Again, that was the important black die I like. So here we go. Let's throw it again. Let's keep it in play. It's going to be a 9. That's going to be in play. They're hitting McGregor's all in, but it's going to be this time ground ball back to the mound. McGregor's got it, throws him out, and that is it. But Mickey Rivers has been up 3 times in 4 innings, so the Yankees must be doing something right. They get two runs on 3 hits, an error, but that didn't cost them anything. 2-run score, and the score is 4-1 Yanks. We go to the bottom of the 4th. So let's see if Ron Guidry now can protect this lead. For the Orioles, May Murray Garcia, the bat. So May Murray Garcia, the bat here in the 4th. Here's the swing. It's an 8. That's going to be tough. That's a good spot to have toughs at. 53 on a tough is going to be a strikeout for Lee May. Swung on a miss. So that's a strikeout for May. And now here's Eddie Murray. Murray to swing. Murray, a switch hitter, batting from the right-hand side. And that's going to be a 3. That's going to be a defensive check on the Yankees. That's going to be a range on Dent. Bucky Dent's range is going to be a B, so that is quality defense. B is going to be a hit on a 1-31. Let's see if Bucky Dent lets it go through. He doesn't. Makes a nice play. Dent throws him out for the second out. Second out here in the 4th. So Murray's retired. And now here is Kiko Garcia. So Kiko Garcia will swing here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 4-1 Yanks. Orioles. And now it's going to be a 7 on Guidry. Another tough. That's where you want it. 86. Ground ball to short. Dent gobbles it. Throws them out. And Guidry has given the Yankees a 1-2-3 inning after the Yankees score. It's what you do when you're an ace. Yankees lead 4-1. So now the Yankees will now send up. It will be Randolph, Munson, Piniella, top of the 5th versus Scott McGregor. Now he's already given up his run so far. So his fatigue is an 8. So once he gets to the 8th inning, the Orioles will need a pitching change. And once he comes out sooner, which could happen. So that's going to be that is going to be an 8. So let's again go back to McGregor. That's going to be tough. Let's see if they work something on that. So tough on wait a minute here. So tough on a 44. No, Willie didn't do it. Ground ball back to first. Murray sees the speed, flips it to McGregor, and gets him for the first out. Willie is 0 for 3. Here's the catcher, Thurman Munson. So Thurman, the batter, Thurman in the ball game has singled and flied to center. So he's officially 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be an 8 on McGregor. That's going to get another tough. 61 will not be good. That will be a fly ball in the right field. Singleton is there, comes in and makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now swinging will be Lou Piniella. Again, Reggie Jackson, not in the starting lineup. You can see him on the bench, wondering why he's not in the lineup. Lefty-lefty matchup shouldn't matter with Mr. October. 4 for McGregor is going to be in play. Again, finding the in plays. 61 for Lou is going to be a fly ball to right. 1-2-3 inning for Scott McGregor. He needed that. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're official here in Maryland. It's 4-1 Yankees. So the Orioles will now send up Dempsey, Dower, Bunbury. And the Yankees did take 2 out of 3 in this series. So, again, they're playing how they should be. It's how funny it is. So Dempsey will swing against Guidry, and that's going to be a 10. That's going to be in play. So they found it in play on Guidry, but that's going to be a ground ball to second. Randolph Scott throws them out in another out for Ronnie. So Guidry getting the ground balls with that slider tonight. Here's second baseman Rich Dower. Dower, 238 hitter. Oh, no, actually, he's a 297 hitter versus lefty. So hits lefties especially well. That's a 7. That will be tough. Tough on a 65 is going to be ground ball to second. Randolph got it, throws them out, and back-to-back 4 threes. So Guidry gets a couple ground balls, and that's 2 quick outs. So now here's Al Bunbury batting officially for the 3rd time. He struck out, hit into a fielder's choice, drove in the Oriole-only run. Here's the pitch. It's going to be tough. Tough on a 98, and that's going to be a fly ball right field. Piniella is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the 6th. Yankees leading 4-1. So now the Orioles will send up in the 6th inning Johnson, Chambliss, Nettles here in the 6th. So Johnson the swing. And that's going to be a 5 on McGregor. That's in the ballpark. That's nope, 76 will be too much. That'll be an in-play result for Cliff Johnson. 1-27's a hit. That's a base hit for Cliff Johnson. Ooh, Johnson, an extra base hit. That's a 10. 10 on the in-play result against the lefties, a double. So Cliff Johnson clubs a double to lead off the 6th. So a double for Heathcliff. He has walked, hit into a fielder's choice, and scored and doubled. So a double for Cliff Johnson. So now here's Chris Chambliss. This is part of the lineup that's been hitting for the Yanks. Chambliss has scored twice, and he's 1 for 2. Here's a swing. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be in play. In play 52 is a ground ball to 3rd. McGregor's double play is a 7. He's a 6. That is a 7, and he beats it out. So another fielder's choice. So again, oh no, there wasn't a runner on first. I'm sorry. Let's do that again. All right, stop it. 52. 52 is a ground ball to 3rd. So that will mean Cliff Johnson holds that second. There's 1 away. Now here's Greg Nettles. Nettles has homered and flied to left. He has 2 ribbies in the game. Here's a pitch from McGregor. It's a 6. That will be tough. Tough on a 27 and struck him out. Nettles swung on and missed. 2 outs in the 6th. And here's Roy White. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double his last time up. So here is White. It's going to be a 5, and it's in the ballpark. 49 against a righty, and it's in the zone of being a wheelhouse. But he doesn't homer versus lefties. He's got to do something. That's a 46. Is not going to be high enough or low enough. Ground ball to 3rd. Good play, and they strand Cliff Johnson at 2nd. A double is wasted. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's still 4-1 Yanks. So bottom of the 6th coming up, the Orioles will swing. A White batted, not going to make sure. So Belanger will come up. Ron Guidry, by the way, is a fatigue 9, so he can go the distance as long as he doesn't give up 3 earned runs. So here is Belanger, and that's going to be an 11 for him. Again, a tough. That's going to be a tough. Wait a minute. See, 11 tough. Tough on a 53. And that's going to be a fly ball in right field. Piniella is there, makes the catch, and Ron Guidry has looked good in the last couple innings, smoking through. And now here is Kenny Singleton. So Singleton will swing, struck out and walked. He's 0 for 1. Here's a pitch from Guidry. And again, that's going to be a 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. And he flies it to right field. That should be a play easily made for Piniella. He does, and there's 2 outs in the 6th. So not much going on here for the Orioles. It has been a Ron Guidry show since the Yankees got that big inning. He's looked to retire the last 9 in a row with the Sensei here. Here's the pitch from Guidry. That could be deep, far, and gone. He put it inside the ballpark. That is going to be a wheelhouse attempt. 1-20 is a home run for the Sensei, and he's done it again. He homers off Ron Guidry. He's always been a Yankee Ron Guidry killer. The Sensei takes it out to center field. It is gone. So the Sensei homers. It is now a 4-2 ball game, and now he's 1 run from possibly being in the where he will not be able to finish the game. So now here's Lee May. May will swing. May is 0 for 2. Swing on May. That's an 8. That's tough. Tough on a 74 is a 5 ball center field, not deep. And that's Mickey Rivers. Makes the catch. Guidry gives up a bomb to the Sensei, but the Yankees still lead it by 2, 4-2. So now we go to the 7th inning. McGregor stays out there. He's good until the next inning where he'll have to come out. So the Orioles do have their bullpen going. It'll be Dent, Rivers, Randolph. Here's the pitch. That's a 5, and that's in the ballpark. Can they get one back? Dent can go in the wheelhouse on this one. 1-4 is a home run, but it's a 25. It's a single for Dent. So Dent with a single, he's 2 for 3. So Dent with a big hit to start the 7th. Now my question is what is the fatigue rule when you don't, besides the 3 runs over your fatigue? Is it 5? So he'll stay out there. He hasn't hit his point of weakness in Strat, basically. So I'm not going to penalize him yet. So there's a hit. I'll go with that for now. Rivers will swing. It's a 6. It's tough. Ooh, double nickel. So it's going to be a tough. We're going to go inside the very famous rare play chart. So now we're going to have to find it. It's going to take me a minute, of course, because I've got to find them. Oh, we have runners on base, don't we? We do. With runners on base, tough. So we'll go ahead and roll on that one. So perfect timing for that one. We'll go ahead and roll and see what kind of craziness happens at the ballpark. It's going to be a 70. Resolve an at-bat using the tough section. If a batter strikes out, next 3 batters the pitcher pitches roll in their tough section. Holy cow. Strikes out, next 3 batters. If the batter gets a hit, then the next 3 batters the batter faces rolls. Ooh, holy shite. Resolve at-bat using tough section. If the batter strikes out, next 3 batters, this pitcher faces rolls on their tough section. If the batter gets a hit, the next 3 batters he faces is on the wheelhouse result. If the batter is out, next 3 batters faces rolls on their in play. Okay, well, let's see what we have here. So let's resolve it in the in play. So we're going to re-roll, it sounds like. So who again is swinging? That could be a problem for Guidry. Oh boy. Now it's the Yankees. I'm sorry. So Mickey Rivers has a chance to have some fun. So Mickey will re-roll on the tough section. He needs some love here. 47 on a tough. No, he does not get it. But he doesn't strike out. So he grounds out. So again, let's go back to our chart here. So let's see. So if he's out, if the batter is out, next 3 batters rolls on their in play. So the Yankees will continue rolling on their in play section. So let's see what a 47 does. First of all, it's a ground ball to first. Oh, they could turn 2 on this. Hang on, they could turn 2 on this. So let's see. Rivers double play is a 5. McGregor's a 7. That's a 6. So Rivers will beat it out. So that is a fielder's choice. So now the Yankees will bat with one out, continuing inside the in play section for Willie Randolph. They already know that. So it's an in play result for Willie. Oh, 72. Willie unable to do anything good there. Fly ball to center. Catch will be made by Bunbury, 2 outs. So Scott McGregor getting lucky there. And now here's Thurman Munson. They want someone better in that department. But Munson will come up trying to swing. Hits 278 versus lefties, 290 versus righties, so about the same. We'll see if Munson can find some hope in the in play section. It's a 6-7, so he won't. So McGregor gets out of it. Ground ball to second, and the side is retired. So Scott McGregor comes off the field. Earl Weaver pats him on the back and says, "That's all, son. That's all we can give you." So he goes through 7. Yankees lead it 4-2. Orioles will bat with Eddie Murray coming up. And Ron Guidry stays out there right now in the bottom of the 7th inning with a 2-run lead. Thank you, folks, for being here today and give me the likes. That is really appreciated today. So a 6 is going to be a tough 6 on a 46. And let's see, hang on. 6 on Guidry's tough. So on Murray's tough, 46 just misses. Up to 42 was a single, and that's a ground ball to first. Chambliss takes it himself and one away. So Chambliss retires Murray. The home run by DeCinces has been Ron Guidry's only problem so far. And now here is, can we say it together now? Kiko Garcia. We're now in the 7th inning of a left-hander. So now we look at the Oriole bench. I don't like their Oriole bench. They don't have Gary Renicky yet. So lefty, they have Lowenstein, Smith, Kelly, Skaggs, Crowley, and Harlow. So guess what? Kiko Garcia will swing away. So Kiko Garcia. And it's going to be a 6 on Guidry. That's going to be tough. And that's going to be a 95. It's a fly ball to left field. Roy White is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So now here's Rick Dempsey. Dempsey, the right-hander, he'll swing away, of course, against Guidry. He's always hit Guidry, always thought well in his career. 2 outs. Wow, got a lot of people now here. I appreciate everyone for being here. Payoff pitch, 1979, New York Yankee baseball. 2 outs, nobody on in the 7th. It'll be a 4. It'll be a ballpark result, just like I said, but it'll be an in-play result for Dempsey. 1-26 is a hit, and let's see, so it's going to be, hang on, what do you do there? Do you take, is it an in-play result, no one on? I guess we do an in-play result with the rare play, no one on base. So that will be interesting. So Guidry will come in. So Dempsey will swing. Hang on. Got to adjust these charts and put them in. It's probably something else to make it easier for me. So let's see what we got here. So it's going to be an in-play result on 0-0. So bases empty in play. So we'll go ahead and roll and see what the dice will come up with. That is going to be an 86. Oof. So an 86 in play, no men on base. Always some wacky stuff when Joe Bryan comes up with these charts. So it's going to be batter hits a ground ball down the line. So it would be down the left field line. That's Nettles. They hit it where he wanted to. Hits it down the Nettles. Ball bounces off the base in the foul territory. Fielder assumes the ball's foul, does not immediately attempt to retrieve it. Umpire calls fair. Batter is safe at first with a single. And batter with a run rating of 7 or higher coasts in the second with a double. This is Rick Dempsey. He is a running rating on a 5, so he's not. If the ball was hit down the first baseline, batter with a run rating of 8. He has the option to try to advance to third on a triple using the additional. He doesn't, so we wave it off, and I believe it's a single. So Rick Dempsey gets the single on that. So Dempsey singles. That does not make Bob Lemon happy, that's for sure. Runner on first in, 2 men out. So now here is Rich Dower. So Dower will swing. Second baseman. Dower, good bat. Doesn't usually strike out a lot. Be a tough hitter for Guidry. It's going to be a 2. It's in the wheelhouse. Dower usually doesn't have a lot of power. He would hit a home run though 24% of times. I will not say that about him. He had 9 home runs on the season. But a 75 though will push him fly ball to center. Back goes Rivers. He hit about 395 feet. Unfortunately, center field in Memorial Stadium is over 400 feet, and that's a catch for the final out. No runs, 1 hit, Strand 1. We go to the 8th. It is a 4-2 ball game. So Dower will now. So McGregor is gone. So the Orioles will have to make a pitching change, and it'll either be Stewart, Martinez, Stewart or Stoddard, in my opinion. Let's see. Let's say want to bring in Tippy right now. The Yankees will send up right, and right, left, and then their lefties. I try to stay with the 2 batter minimum, the 3 batter minimum. So let's go. If he avoids the power shots, let's see if Stoddard is any better. Stewart has the innings. I'll bring in Tim Stoddard from North Carolina State University, where he played basketball with David Thompson. There's a trivia question for people who do or don't follow a lot of sports. So Stoddard will come on out. So McGregor goes 7, and Stoddard will come in the 8th inning. So it comes in the 8th. So we'll go ahead and put a line there. So now here's Piniella. We got right matchup. So it'll be Piniella, Johnson, could be a pinch hitter, and Chambliss. It's going to be a 6. A 6 is going to be Patient. Patient on a right-hander is going to be a ground ball to third. Piniella is thrown out for out number 1. So Lou Piniella is retired. Cliff Johnson, and he's had a day so far, Cliffy. He's 1 for 2, a run scored. It's like in Cheers, Cliffy. So Cliff, let's see, do we want to go to Jim Spencer here? Yankees want that extra run, though. So let's look at the Yankee team. Spencer is on this team. Yes, he is. So Johnson will come back to the dugout. He's not happy about it. And that will be, Reggie. You know what? I can't help it. Let's bring in Reggie Jackson. He's on this bench. They're up by 2. They can use the insurance run. Guidry against a righty is a 1-51 on the power shot. So let's see if we can find it with Mr. October. Reggie steps in against Stoddard. Here's a pitch from the big right-hander. It's a 7. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough on a 72. And that's, oh, wait a minute. 72 is not enough. Jackson will hit a hard ground ball to short. Jackson goes down like he doesn't care. Belanger picks him up and throws him out. So Jackson doesn't start, doesn't feel happy about getting the extra bat, and there's 2 outs. Typical Reggie. 2 outs, and here's Chris Chambliss to swing in the 8th. Chambliss in the ball game has scored twice and has a single. He's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. It's a 4, and that'll be Patient. Patient on the 81 for Chambliss, and that's a fly ball to center field. That will retire the side as Bunbury makes the catch. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning with the score, Yankees 4, Orioles 2. So the Orioles and Ron Guidry will come out in the 8th inning. He's not in any danger of fatigue. And the Orioles will send up the top of the order for Al Bunbury, Belanger, and Singleton. Again, Orioles don't have a lot of big bats on the bench that swing righty, that's for sure. A lot of lefties. So again, kind of Palmer is a little bit handcuffed in that position. Guidry is tough on a 10, struck him out. Bunbury down on strikes, 1 away. He is 0 for 4. So 1 away. Here is Mark Belanger. Belanger is 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's a swing. It's going to be a 7. That's going to be tough. Tough on 07 is a strikeout, and Ron Guidry continues to look strong. 2 more strikeouts for Gator. And for Gator today, that is strikeout number 6. 6 strikeouts through 8+ innings. So now here is Roy White. So Ken Singleton. Sorry, wrong batter. Kind of got greedy there. So here is Singleton. Singleton in the ball game so far is 0 for 2 with a walk. That's going to be a 7 on Gator. That's tough. Tough on a 50. Tough on a 51. Sit him down. Struck him out. Another strikeout for Ron Guidry. So he strikes out the side in the eighth. Gossage is ready, but not doesn't have to come in. We go to the ninth. It's 4-2 Yankees. So the ninth inning, it'll send up Nettles, White, and Dent against Stoddard. He's a long fatigue, so Stoddard is good to go. Here's the pitch. It's going to be 9 on Stoddard. It's in play. An 89 for Nettles, the ground ball, the second. That will be the first out of the ball game, and that is the top of the ninth. So he's now officially 1 for 4 at the home run early in the ball game, and so far it's held up. Here is Roy White. White in the ball game is 1 for 3, an RBI double. Here's a swing. He bats from the right-hand side against or left-hand side against Stoddard. It's an 11. It's a defensive check. A defensive check will be error on Belanger. Belanger's E rating is a 5, so he still has it. A 1-16 is the error. 1-16 on the error is a 65. Belanger comes up, makes a sweet play, and there's 2 outs. White 1 for 4. And now here is Bucky Dent. Dent will swing. Gossage up in the bullpen. Doesn't look like he's coming in. He's kind of watching. Dent the swing. That is going to be 6. That's going to be Patient. Patient on a 64 is a ground ball the second. Dower with the play, and the Yankees are officially done in the ninth. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Yankees lead it 4-2. So now, folks, we're in the bottom of the ninth. Last call for the Orioles. So it will be the Sensei, May, and Murray, the meat of the Oriole lineup. So the Sensei homered his last time up. That's was the last. Well, they've gotten 2 hits. Let's see. From the last time in the third inning, Singleton walked and the Sensei struck out. Then he's retired the last 9. The Sensei homered. He gave up a hit to Dempsey, and that's been it. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ivan Root. Thank you for coming in the game. I appreciate it. Hope you're a subscriber to the channel. If not, please subscribe. Thank you for being a part of the festivities. So bottom of the ninth here for the Orioles, and the Sensei will swing against Gator. Gossage up and ready. So it is going to be a 6. That's going to be tough. Tough on a 17. Struck him out again. So another strikeout, and Guidry is mowing him down now. 4 in a row for Guidry. And for the ball game for Gator, he now has 8 now. 8 strikeouts for Guidry, and he's having a great performance. So now here is Lee May. Yankees trying to win this one to go 2-2, looking to knock off the Orioles, who are undefeated. Here's the pitch. It's a 6. It's going to be tough. 95 is a hard drive ball to left field. Back goes White. Waits, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs in the ninth. Orioles are down to their last out, and it's going to be Eddie Murray. So Murray to swing. Gator looks in. Gossage not coming in. Lemon sitting on Guidry here. Here's the final pitch possibly. Another tough. 85 will be ground ball to second. Randolph picks it up, throws him out, and that's your ball game. So the Yankees win this one by the score of 4-2. Yankees didn't really kill people out there with the hits. 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 5, 6. Let's see. Then single. So it's 7. There we got 7 hits. So 4 runs on 7 hits. The Orioles, they didn't get much either. Kiko Garcia had a single in the third and scored. And then let's see. Dower looks like a fielder's choice there. Let's see. Did they get much after the home run by the Sensei? Single by Dempsey. 3-hitter for Ron Guidry. 2 runs on 3 hits. So a hit by Garcia in the third. I don't think Dower got a base hit in the third. I think that was a field. I think that was a fielder's choice, or you know what, Dower may have gotten a hit. So I'm going to say four. 2 runs on 4 hits because they didn't come up with anything in the third. That was the inning. They left the inning with the bases loaded. So that is going to be 1-2. Official score tells me they had 4 base hits. And then he had a great game with strikeouts, we said. He had 8 strikeouts in the ball game, including getting 4 in the last 2 innings. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 strikeouts for Gator. What a ball game. Complete game wins it. His record will go to 1-1 as the Yankees improve to 2-2 and knocking the Orioles off the undefeated perch. Well, folks, you like this game? Possibly I could be back later and do another one, but I want some other people who are streaming getting on because they are important to this community. So thank you. Have a great rest of your evening. Yankees win this game by the score of 4-2. They are 2-2. Next game will be at Memorial Stadium. I believe it gets to be Ed Figueroa's turn, and that will be a bad start for the Yankees most likely. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you for your likes. I appreciate it. Have a good night. We'll see you again with more New York Yankee payoff pitch baseball.